Welcome to the Workbench. I'm Doug. Baby Lock has led the way with technology and innovation with its Baby Lock sergers. But have you ever wondered how the automatic thread delivery system works? I'm going to show you that today. So with the cover removed, you'll be able to see the action going on here as I rotate my hand wheel. And as the needle rises, you have disc here, but they're not pressure tension disc. They're just holding disc. Okay, and the back disc will open. Okay, and then you'll have threading plates that move to pull a specific length of thread, depending on the stitch that you selected. And then as the needle goes down, the rear disc closes, the front disc will open to allow that length of thread to distribute onto your fabric. Okay, so maybe you can view this a little bit while I run it from the top. Okay, now you'll notice when I'm sewing here, I have two heavier threads on the loopers and lighter weight threads on top. But it doesn't matter with this system. So you might be wondering how the machine knows the difference between the thickness of the thread that you're using and the thickness of the fabric that you're sewing. Okay, because this is not specifically working off of thread pressure. Okay, so we have little magic cables inside that when you adjust your stitch length, you would need more thread for that longer stitch length. The thicker your fabric, the more thread you're going to need for that heavier fabric. So attached to our presser foot, we have a cable that changes your position of your plates. And what about stitch width? If you adjust the stitch width, you're going to need more of only looper thread. So you see when I adjust my stitch width, it's only shifting the plates for my two looper threads. Okay, if I wanted to go to a wave stitch, I could flip the wave stitch up, and there's two small fingers here that will now engage and move left and right to give you that wave stitch. If you want to go back to regular serging, push the lever down, rotate the hand wheel, and then they'll stop with their motion. Okay, and one of the benefits of this is that it's all mechanical. You know, in some other models you may see that are electronic. So they're really not going to be able to change automatically when the customer goes from different thicknesses of fabric, different stitch lengths, and different widths, especially with different weights of thread, right? Because the benefit with this is that because it's working off of thread length distribution, it doesn't matter the thickness of your thread. You could have variable thicknesses because it's always pulling on length rather than that thread pressure. Okay, so for thin threads, heavy threads, thin fabric, or even if we go to a thicker stitching on polyester. You're always going to get that perfect result. If you ever found while stitching that maybe you have a little looping on the edge or a little bit too crowded, then all you'd have to do is open your door and make an adjustment here. And you see when I'm rotating this knob, only my looper plates are changing to give you more or less thread against your fabric. Is that quite ingenious or what? Only the Baby Lock way. Now that you know, get out and serge.